Hey guys, today's our last day in the percussion family in the percussion section. So I promised you guys we were going to do a new game, but before we do that, we got to do a couple things like review. Sorry, here we go. All right, first things first, we are going to review. Make sure, if you haven't done it yet, that you review some of the instruments we talked about on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Today, we're going to play instrument bingo. But again, before we do that, we have to do one quick review. So let's do our quick review. We're going to review the instruments of the orchestra because when we do our instrument bingo, there might be some instruments that you don't know because this is a different website than the one that I did our instruments of the percussion family with and our instruments of the other, well, you get it. So violin, viola, cello, bass. You got those. Harp, remember harp's in the string family too. Don't forget that one. Okay, woodwind family, flute, oboe, clarinet, bassoon. Now the oboe and the clarinet look an awful lot alike, but remember the clarinet has that little mouthpiece thing on top and the oboe does not, because remember it has that reed. Okay, saxophones, don't forget them. They're in the woodwind family, even though they're made out of brass. Okay, the brass family, trumpet, French horn, trombone, tuba. There's a baritone in there too, but for our game today, there's not going to be a baritone because the baritone and the tuba look a lot alike. Now the percussion family, here's the one that you need to remember. Okay, chimes, cymbals. We didn't talk about the cymbals, but you know them because they crash together. The triangle, that one can't be any easier because the name of the instrument is also the shape. Snare drum, bass drum, timpani, xylophone, and this one, oops, the picture of it, it's actually a marimba, not a xylophone. If they wanted to realize that, they made an oops. It should have metal bars. Now, keyboards, remember I told you sometimes the piano is in its own group. This is what they did. They put the piano in a keyboard family. Now, I don't think we need to worry about what these other two are, but they're different types of keyboards. A harpsichord is kind of like a piano, but it sounds a little bit more skippy hoppy. And a celeste, that's kind of sounds like a music box when you wind it up. And then you have the electronic keyboards, which you know what that sounds like because I use one in the music room all the time. All right, so now when we play our instrument bingo, you can actually play it with 2 cards if you want to, or you can play it with 1 card. I'm going to show you how to play it with 2 cards. It doesn't matter if you want to play it with 1 card or not because you're going to be playing by yourself against yourself. I'm going to play a couple times and then you are set to go by yourself. So again, when you get to the Music Play website, if you're on your computer, it's going to be here on the right. And if you're on your phone, and some tablets have it across the bottom. So you're going to go to where it says Instrument Bingo. Now, this is what I mean by you can play 1 by yourself or you can play 2 by yourself. When you're ready, you're going to hit the play button right here, and it's going to play the instrument for you. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to click, I know what that instrument is. Now, here's where the problem is. They're kind of small pictures. So you can either go full screen or you can just keep them small. I'm going to keep them small for right now, but the clue is the oboe goes diagonal that way and the clarinet goes diagonal that way. I'm going to tell you right now that was the clarinet. Now, you can either do the play button for that card, and then you go play button for this card, or you can call them for both. I like to play that was for that one, and this is for this one. It's your choice. That one happens to be the same. And then you just click on it. And you have to get 4 in a row, up and down, cross, or diagonal before that card wins. What instrument was that? I'm going to click on it. You tell me. It was a trumpet. Good job. Then you click on the play button for that one. Now, what happens if you click on the wrong one? Now, that was a saxophone, but I'm going to click on the wrong one. Huh, it still gives it to you. But I bet it wouldn't be correct. I don't know. Ooh. So you just keep playing until you get 4 in a row. And the best thing is that each time you play a game, it's going to give you different instruments. Watch, we're going to go back in. And remember, the first time was clarinet. This one's going to be different. See? It gives you different games each time. So you can play this as many times as what you want to. That's really weird. It's never done this before, that the first two have always done the same ones. Anyways, so you can do that. And if you get confused on what the instruments are, you can always go back here to the instruments of the orchestra and play what the instruments sound like, and then go back to your bingo game. It won't save it, but you can always remember to go back to there for what the instruments sound like, and then start a new bingo game. When we come back after this week, we're going to start a new unit. Kind of excited about this one. I'm not going to give you any hints yet. You're going to have to wait and see. So until next week, I will say goodbye and have a great weekend. Bye, guys.